Today I'll be doing an oil change. So first thing I'll do, lock the wheel and raise the car up, and make sure you have a jack underneath the frame just in case, or a stand I mean. Make sure you have a jack stand under the frame of the car just in case the jack fails. So pop the oil filler cap off. You can tell what kind of oil you need. So for this car, it's 5W20 type oil. You need a socket for the bolt that holds the oil in the oil pan. So you can check, see what size you need. You take this bolt out and let the oil drain into the pan. And have a cloth handy just in case it gets a little messy. And there goes the oil. And that's your drain plug. And before you drain the oil, run your car for maybe 5-10 minutes to warm it up so it will be easier to flow out. Okay, so we'll just let the oil trickle out for maybe 5 minutes and then put the drain plug back in. Okay, so now that the oil is all out, put the drain plug back in. And use a socket to tighten it back up. Doesn't have to be really tight. It's probably about 25 to 30 foot-pounds, but I just make it tight enough. So the next thing to do is to take the oil filter out and replace it with a new one. So to take the oil filter out, you need one of these oil filter caps. So they go over the filter like this, and you use a ratchet like so, and then you take it out as if you're taking out a bolt. Okay, so here I have an extension bar for the ratchet because it's a little hard to get at. Okay, once you got it loose, bring the oil pan back over, because when you take it out, there's going to be some oil that's going to be leaking out. And there's the leaking oil. Could get quite messy, so make sure you have a towel handy. Okay, as for the new filter, before you put the new filter back on, make sure you put a thin film of grease on the seal. So just take a bit of oil from the new container and lightly dab it around. So as you can see, the black ring seal is still stuck to the car, so I need to take that out and put the new filter on. And that's the old seal. So now we can put this one back in and tighten it up. Now you can let the car down and fill the engine up with fresh new oil. Usually you need about 3.5 to 4 liters of oil, so after you put in about 3 to 3.5 liters, you should take the dipstick and check to see if it's full or not. Okay, so now after about 3.5 liters, check the oil, see how full it is. So it needs about half a quart more. Okay, so that's right on full. Okay, so remove the filler or the funnel. And put the oil cap back on. Okay, so I'll now start up the engine and look underneath the car to make sure that there's no oil leaking from the drain plug or the oil filter. If there is any leakage, then you need to go down there and tighten the bolt or the filter again. Okay, so I don't see any oil leaking from the bolt or the oil filter, so car is good to go. So the last thing you need to do is bag up the old oil filter and pour the dirty oil into an old container. So after you've done that, you can take it to an automotive center that will recycle it, like Canadian Tire. And yeah, recycling oil and oil filters is free, so well, that's that. That's how you change oil.